Exercise is one of the most talked about habits for mental well-being, and for good reason. The connection between movement and mood has moved far beyond gym culture or lifestyle advice. It is now a serious conversation about mental health, stress relief, and building long-term resilience. The big question is not whether exercise can help. It is how much it helps and which types of activity matter most. This guide breaks down the science-informed case for exercise and shares practical ways to make it stick without pressure. Physical activity affects the body and brain at the same time. Let's look at why movement changes mood. A brisk walk can raise your heart rate, sharpen focus, and shift attention away from spiraling thoughts. Over time, regular movement supports better sleep, steadier energy, and a more resilient stress response to daily pressure. Mental well-being is rarely about one single fix. It is often about building a stronger baseline for your life. Research consistently links exercise with improvements in mood, but it does not replace professional care for every condition. However, it means exercise can be a powerful part of a much broader and more effective mental health strategy. So how does it actually work? There are 5 key mechanisms that researchers have identified to explain this shift. First, movement increases circulation and oxygen delivery, which essentially feeds the brain what it needs to function best. Second, it helps the body regulate stress hormones like cortisol, preventing them from staying elevated for too long. Third, it supports routines, which can be incredibly stabilizing and grounding when life feels chaotic or unpredictable. Fourth, it creates a sense of mastery and achievement, which is vital when your motivation and self-belief feel low. And finally, it interrupts rumination by shifting your attention away from circular thoughts and back into the body. For people facing low mood or chronic stress, the key is consistency. A 5-minute walk is better than no walk. But what kind of exercise is best? Remember, the most effective routine is always the one you can actually repeat. Let's start with walking. It's one of the most practical, free, and accessible forms of movement available to us. A walk can be long or short, solo or social, outdoors or indoors. It fits easily into even the busiest schedules. If anxiety is part of the picture, walking can feel much less intimidating than a high-intensity class or competitive sport. This category also includes cycling, swimming, or dancing, finding a balance of effort and long-term sustainability. Next, we have strength training. This is about far more than just building physical fitness or muscle. Resistance training builds confidence, structure, and a very tangible sense of progress over time. For some, lifting weights creates a clear, measurable path that feels motivating when emotional well-being is unstable. Then there is mind-body movement, such as yoga and tai chi, which bridge the gap between mind and muscle. These practices combine movement with conscious breath and attention, helping you reconnect with your body in a calm way. This combination is especially useful when chronic stress, physical tension, or poor sleep are part of the problem. We also need to consider social movement. Group classes, sports, and partner activities add an important layer: connection. Social interaction itself is a protective factor for mental health, so exercise that includes others offers double the benefit. But how do you start when your energy is low or your mind feels heavy? This is the biggest hurdle for most. The secret is to lower the bar. If a workout feels like too much, try just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes is a win. Don't force a routine you hate. Find the movement that brings a spark of joy or at least a sense of peace. Building a routine doesn't have to be another source of pressure in your life. It's a tool to support you, not judge you. Even small doses of activity can feel meaningful when life gets overwhelming. It's about building a stronger baseline. The most sustainable movement is the one you enjoy enough to do again tomorrow, and the day after that. Movement is one of the most powerful tools we have for our minds. It's about building a life that supports you. You don't need to be an athlete to start. You just need to move your body, one small, intentional step at a time. Start building your mental resilience through movement today. Find what works for you and keep going. Mind and motion. Resilient mind, active body.